One quiet afternoon in a suburban neighborhood, a black woman named Angela was startled by a loud knock at her door. When she opened it, two police officers stood outside, saying they had received a complaint from the HOA claiming she was violating community rules by hosting suspicious activity. Angela, who had done nothing wrong, was confused and frightened by the accusation. She tried to explain that she was simply at home with her children, but the officers seemed tense, clearly influenced by the false report. Angela felt the weight of injustice pressing on her, as this wasn't the first time her family had been unfairly targeted by nosy neighbors and an overbearing HOA. However, before the situation could escalate, her husband Marcus walked into the room, still in his full U.S. Army officer uniform, just returning from duty. The sight of him immediately changed the atmosphere. The officers froze, realizing they had been manipulated into harassing a family whose head of household was a decorated serviceman who had sacrificed for the country they were sworn to protect. Marcus calmly but firmly asked why his wife had been treated with suspicion in her own home, and the officers, embarrassed, admitted they had been called out based on vague and baseless claims. The HOA representative, standing nearby to watch, looked shocked and speechless as Marcus reminded them of the importance of truth, fairness, and respect for neighbors. The police left with apologies, and the HOA received backlash from the community for their constant harassment of Angela's family. The incident taught a powerful lesson. Prejudice and false assumptions can tear apart the trust within a community, but courage and integrity can restore dignity and justice. Angela and Marcus continued to live with pride, knowing they had stood tall in the face of discrimination. The story reminds us that respect should never be determined by race, appearance, or background, but by the shared humanity that binds us all. It also teaches that those who rush to judge others may one day face the consequences of their own actions. In the end, truth and fairness always prevail.